Hey, what's up neighbors? aaFlare here, bring you another Destiny 2 video. Today's video, we're going to look at the Devil's Ruin, which is a new exotic sidearm, and it's actually insane if it's paired with another exotic on the Hunter class specifically, called the Mechaneer's Tricksleeve. So I'm sure many of you have already heard that sidearms with the Mechaneers actually gives you an insane amount of DPS, comparable almost to a heavy weapon, and the Devil's Ruin is no different, if not better. So let's get into this. So looking at the damage values for the Devil's Ruin, I tested against Greg, just because for Tricksleeves to proc, it has to be damage from an enemy and not your own damage, so you can't really test it in the Tribute Hall. But we get 1521 damage from the normal shot to the body, and the headshot is 2135. With Tricksleeves, which doubles the damage, it's 3041 to the body and 4270 to the head. Now, Tricksleeves also applies to the laser beam that it shoots. So to the body, it's doing 1868 without Tricksleeves procced, and 2623 to the head, and with Tricksleeves procced, it's doing 3735 to the body and 5245 to the head. Now, the laser outputs all 15 shots in 1 second. So you're looking at around 78,675 damage just from the laser alone if it's all crits, while Tricksleeve is procced, which is an insane amount of damage. That's literally 78,675 damage per second. However, what you can also do is shoot 14 shots normally and then fire the laser, which gives you 138,455 total damage. Now factoring in shooting the whole thing, charging the laser, and reloading, you're looking at 22,331 damage per second, which may not sound like a lot, but in comparison, Whisper of the Worm does 21,659 damage per second, and Wendigo with Explosive Light does 20,560 damage per second. Now you can see, yeah, Devil's Ruin does a shit ton of damage. However, it is very situational since you do need Tricksleeves procced, and it also leaves you vulnerable since you have to be at half health, and it does only last a certain amount of time, since once your health is no longer in the red area or your shields begin to regenerate, then you lose a Tricksleeves perk. You can extend it by lowering your recovery rate so that you have more time in the red, but then again you are still vulnerable. However, this lets you run something like Tranquility with Firing Line as your primary, Devil's Ruin, and then literally have your heavy as an ad clear, like 21%, or even as a DPS weapon, and you literally just have 3 DPS weapons. As well as it's good in activities where there's unstoppable enemies, since it has unstoppable with the laser beam intrinsically, so it can let you run anti-barrier in your primary, or overload with an assault rifle, or auto rifle, sorry, or SMG, and it lets you run 2 at the same time, which is great as well. You could also run just 2 double primaries because of the damage that the Devil's Ruin outputs. But like I said, it's very situational, so it's a little obviously more unreliable than something like Izanagi's or Whisper for damage, obviously, but it is a primary weapon, so you literally always have ammo for it. You don't have to worry about running out of ammo, special or heavy or anything like that, as well as it's just fun to use, you know? So be sure to give it a try. Equip the Tricksleeves, put on Devil's Ruin, run some Nightfalls with it, or just run like Sundial. It's a good time. The weapon is really great, and I'm sure these buffs apply to PvP as well. However, it's less drastic than in PvE, because I don't think you get double the damage in PvP. The laser beam also pretty much one-hits a Guardian anyway, so you don't really need more damage there, and I'm pretty sure it bumps it up to like 60 per crit to the head, or 60 per crit with Tricksleeves procced, so the time to kill is still the same, just a little more consistent than if you don't have Tricksleeves procced. Anyway guys, if you found this useful and you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. I'm going to get back to making more videos again. Happy New Year to everyone. I took a little break. You hadn't noticed, the uploads were a little lacking in the last couple weeks, but we're back. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for future content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.